NightHawk booth means I get involved with stuff that I simply cannot afford. Like that. So I've saved the best for last. I'm here at SHOTShow 2019. This is the 54th take of this at the NightHawk booth, talking with Nelson, the COO of NightHawk. Is that correct, Nelson?
That's right, Bill. That's right.
Out at the range the other day, I got to shoot some new weapons of theirs. Let's talk about the Firehawk to begin with, if we may.
Sure.
So the Firehawk, you did two things, which is the first one. Let's talk about the comp. That's just sort of like totally unimagined, isn't it? We got birds flying overhead in the venue.
All right. Yeah, well, so what we did, and we talked about this kind of a little bit before, Bill, but basically NightHawk had the idea, and we have a lot of people who got involved and said, let's build a compensated 1911 that looks like a standard government model 5-inch barreled 1911. So, let's have the regular ball cuts, the overall length and profile of a 5-inch government 1911, but make it compensated, make the thing run super flat, and be a joy to shoot, but not be some kind of, tactical looking crazy race gun that you might see. So that's what we did here. You can see that when you pull back the slide, we've got a compensator that it is threaded and permanently affixed to the barrel. So it's not something that the customer is ever going to take apart or use. It's threaded on by the gunsmith when the gunsmith builds that gun and fits the compensator to the slide. So there's a lot of different dimensions to go into a barrel fit of a 1911, as you know, but then you throw a compensator into the mix and it gets even more complicated.
Yes, with my Falcon, for example, it just has a bushing. It doesn't have a guide rod in it. That would be very interesting to take apart. However, what strikes me about that is the line of the gun, the classic 1911 line, is still there.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a slant on it, but unless you look at the top of the slide, you don't see the port. It looks classic.
Well, and I mean, we're NightHawk Custom, so we want everything we do to be really polished, really nice. We can do the tactical, aggressive gun. I think we're going to talk about that here in a second. But for this project, we wanted to keep it simple, keep it classic looking. And I think we did it. The gun runs really, really well. The gun runs flat. We had to re-engineer the recoil system, running 4 1/4 inch recoil springs. So we basically fit, and try and wrap your head around this one, Bill. We've got a 5-inch slide that we've cut down to a 3.9-inch slide that we've put a 4 1/4 inch Commander recoil system into. So there was a lot of engineering.
That was Alan Wyatt at play, wasn't it?
That would be Alan Wyatt and his little Skunk Works workshop back there.
12-pound brain wearing dude.
With a 30-gallon hat.
That's right, a 30-gallon hat. So I've shot it. It is flat. I mean, it is absolutely flat. I filmed Alan shooting it in slow motion, fast.
Yeah.
And, well, you'll see it. You'll see it.
Yeah, good. I'm looking forward to it.
You'll see it.
And a lot of that is, the R&D time that we put into it. We use three-dimensional 3D printers. We used high-speed cameras. We probably made a few dozen different compensator designs and looked at how they handled the gas coming out of that pistol and what was most effective. We found actually, take for example this blast shield, the angle that's cut at makes a big difference in terms of how that gas is redirected, and you can actually over-gas the pistol, so you're driving it down with every shot rather than having it run flat. So
I've done some isolations of this and slowed it down and just caught it.
Yep.
And it actually the blast is actually going out at an angle, and I was wondering if that was an optical illusion, but you designed that?
It's very intentional, yeah.
So that is the Firehawk, and we haven't got, that's just the front end. Yep. Do we want, we can talk about, well, let's talk about it on this, and then we'll move to this, which also has it as well. This is convertible.
Absolutely.
A modular system with an optics. You can either go optics or you can go iron sight, and It's a high knee iron sight. Now, lots of people do, Trijicon cuts, RMR cuts. You guys decided to make the optic part of the gun and make the actual module. This is not a plate. This is a module, yeah?
Yeah, it's a modular system, if you will, a set of cuts and pins and screws that allows the customer to change out from a gun that looks like a 1911 normally would, like this gun here. But you can see there's a really thin line that's been blended by the gunsmith, so it matches up perfectly. This plate is made for this gun. Again, we're NightHawk Custom. We're going to polish and make sure everything is perfect. But, the gunsmith will polish that. But the catch here is you put your Allen wrench in, you back it off one turn, stick it through, you push your pin out, and this whole plate is going to come off the top of the gun.
And that is machined in such a way to where this is just part of the design. I mean, this was designed this way first.
Absolutely.
Now this is
that's an Agent 2.
This is the Agent 2 in stainless.
Yep. So last year it was a really big hit. We only did, one finish is where we kept it. This year we've gotten kind of creative with how we're finishing these guns, everything from stainless to DLC, titanium nitride, gold. So kind of breaking it out, and no matter what you're interested in, we can make that happen.
The Agent 2 is a very dangerous pistol to pick up and shoot, because once you pick it up, putting it down becomes problematic.
Yeah, no, it does, and the whole goal is to have it be an option that when you order your pistol from us and you say, hey, I want an option to run a red dot, but I may not be ready to commit to it today, or ready to commit to a $600 optic from Trijicon, and say, okay, we'll build your pistol. It'll have this plate in it, and then when the day comes that you're ready to put a plate and put an RMR on it, you can make that happen. This is obviously a Trijicon RMR. This is our proprietary plate that we've engineered and designed. Again, we spent about the last 10 months with a full R&D team going through all different designs. It's funny, I kind of talk about, we got the thing done and we had everything figured out on it, and we said this is good, and then I got the team together and I said, okay, now we're going to spend the next couple months figuring out how to break it, figure out if it's possible, and then address those issues so that we make 100% sure that this system is bulletproof, and that's what we did.
Now, I've shot them, and I believe that they are bulletproof. However, I don't trust myself. So next month I'm going to NightHawk, and I'm going to shoot their guns until my eyes are just black holes in my face and my hands can no longer unfurl from the gun grip. And I think Mark Stone has plans to make sure that he takes some money back from me, because we're going to be doing a little transaction, he and I. So
Kind of got a habit of that, doesn't he?
Not yet. He hasn't done it yet. I'm not to this degree, I don't think, but it's certainly coming. But NightHawk Customs, check them out. This is coming to market.
It's available now. So we released it a couple days ago here at the first day of SHOTShow. The Firehawk model is $41.99. So that includes the compensator and the gold bead front sight and everything, of course, built by One Gunsmith philosophy that we have at NightHawk Custom. The iOS system, which stands for Interchangeable Optics System, that's what we've been talking about with these plates and the red dot Trijicon RMR. That's a $350 upgrade. It can be applied to any of our guns. So you can call us and say, hey, I want something really basic, but this is the best system that anybody's come out with and I want it. Order a GRP. It's $3,100, put a $350 upgrade on it, and you've got a red dot ready 1911 from NightHawk Custom.
And there are no entry-level NightHawk Custom pistols. There are pistols that may cost more than other NightHawk Custom pistols, but and the least expensive gun is a combat masterpiece. So feel free.
Right. Thanks a lot, Bill. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So I saved the best for last. SHOT Show 2019. Here I am at the NightHawk booth with Nelson, CEO of NightHawk.
COO. I'm not here.
COO.
COO. Come on.
Either's impressive to me.
I think we need to restart this thing again.
Take 22.
Y'all are having so much fun over there. Break it up.